Okay, I'm gonna start talking about the driver's area. After the exterior light test and then you do your brake test, you're gonna move right into the driver's area. Since the bus is already running because you just finished your brake tests, while the bus is running, the first thing that I do in the driver's area is the gauges, because it is the only thing in the inside of the bus that the bus has to be running for. And I like to turn the bus off as quick as possible because I don't want exhaust spewing out into the air. So gauges, we're going to talk about our oil gauge, water and transmission. These are our temperature gauges. This is our DEF level. This is our fuel level. We are not going to mention the air gauges because we already did that during the air brake test. Voltmeter is on the dash, and then way over here by itself is our amp meter. So 2 meters, amp meter and voltmeter, and then gauges, we have oil, temperature, which is water transmission, and then our fuel and our DEF. Okay, so oil is at rises to safe operating range. Water and transmission gauges are at safe operating range. Fuel is at or above half of a tank. DEF is at or above 1/8 of a tank. My voltmeter and my amp meter are charging and in safe operating range. All of my gauges and meters are working. There are no warning lights or buzzers on the dash. So the oil's and the water and the transmission are really easy. This one rises to safe operating range. These are in safe operating range. With the fuel and the DEF, they do not want to hear that your fuel tank is full. They do not want to hear that your DEF tank has enough bars. They specifically need to know that the safe operating level for a school bus is half a tank of gas or more. If this is at half a tank, your bus is considered empty and you need to fill, it needs to be filled. And for DEF, they want to know that the safe operating range is it needs to be at or above 1/8 of a tank. What that translates to on these buses is once you get to 2 bars, you go to the mechanic and you have them put DEF in your bus. If you go lower than 2 bars, it can damage the bus. All right. So one more time, my oil rises to safe operating range, water transmission are in safe operating range, fuel and DEF are at safe operating range. Fuel is at or above half a tank, DEF is at or above 1/8 of a tank. My voltmeter and my amp meter are both charging and are in safe operating range. All my meters and my gauges are working. There are no warning lights or buzzers on the dash. And remember, you have to touch everything you are talking about. All right, that is gauges.